British European Airways announced the departure of their Comet Flight 237 to Dusseldorf, Prague and Zagreb. Will passengers please go through doorways numbers 4 and 5? British European Airways Flight 237 to Dusseldorf, Prague and Zagreb. Dusseldorf, Prague and Zagreb के लिए
No! I'm not going.
Boris.
I want to stay here.
Come along, Boris.
Is something the matter, sir?
No, it's quite all right. My friend's not very well. He'll be all right in a minute. He doesn't like flying. Come along, Boris.
Leave me alone. Please, help me. They tried to take me away. I asked for asylum here.
That's enough.
Just a minute, sir. One moment. Do you wish to join this flight, sir?
No, I don't. I demand to see someone in authority. I want political asylum.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I've already explained that this man is sick.
I think we'd better go to the controller's office, sir. If you will both just follow me.
You have no right to interfere with this man. He's a national of another country, and his papers are in order. I protest.
Yes, sir. This way, if you don't mind.
And you say, Mr. Turgenev, that Mr. Petrov here was forcibly taking you out of the country against your will?
Yes.
This is ridiculous. Nobody is forcing Turgenev.
I don't want to go back.
Listen, sir. Turgenev is a professor of physics at Zagreb University, and he is engaged on important work for our government. He's been attending a scientific conference in London as one of my country's official delegates. And I must warn you that any attempt to interfere with his return home will be taken up at the highest level by our ambassador.
But he says he doesn't want to go back.
He is obviously a very sick man, and we shall see that he gets good medical attention for this aberration. And now I must formally request you, sir, to allow us to continue our journey.
I'm sorry, Mr. Petrov. You are, of course, at liberty to go whenever you please. But Professor Turgenev has officially asked for political asylum here, and is therefore technically under the protection of the British government. Until they make a decision as to his future, we have no alternative but to keep him in custody.
You are interfering with the liberty of a foreign national. I demand the use of a telephone. I must speak to my ambassador.
Yes, of course. Take Mr. Petrov to my secretary's office. You can use the phone there. You're sure this is really what you want, Dr. Turgenev?
Yes, quite definitely. Thank you, sir, very much.
Did you speak to Whitehall?
Yes, sir. They seem to know all about Professor Turgenev up there. Sir Gilbert Saunders wants to talk to him right away.
Good. That is what I want. To talk to somebody.
I've asked the airport to have him sent up here, but I thought I'd better have a word with you, Foster, before I talk to him. Does MI5 know anything about him?
Quite a lot, sir. He's certainly one of their top nuclear research men. And he seems to be very well thought of by the powers that be over there.
Then why should he want to run away and stay here?
I imagine even scientists come down to Earth sometimes. As a matter of fact, we've been expecting him to do this for some time. We have information he's been trying to get away for months. Hasn't liked working under political pressure.
Sir Gilbert Saunders' office. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Yes, Sir Gilbert's here. Just hold the line a moment. It's the ambassador, sir.
Which ambassador?
Dr. Turgenev's.
Personally?
Yes, sir.
They must want him back pretty badly. All right, I'll talk to him. Good afternoon, Sir Saunders here. Anything I can do for you?
Yes, so I understand. No, I haven't talked to him yet, but I shall be doing so. No, I'm afraid that's quite out of the question, sir. The man is now in custody. Yes, I'm sure you do. But the man has made a formal prayer for political asylum. And as Your Excellency knows quite well, there are definite rules of protocol which expressly state that... Possibly in your own country, sir, but I assure you that over here we... Well, of course, that, sir, is your privilege, but I hardly think that the Prime Minister... Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it until the Minister has given a decision. I'll see that Your Excellency is informed in the usual way. I'm sorry, sir. Goodbye. What an offensive man. They're certainly using all their big guns. Turgenev must have something that they want pretty badly. Has Dr. Turgenev arrived yet?
Yes, sir.
Bring him in, will you? No, I'd like you to stay, Foster. If we give this chap temporary asylum, he'll be passed to you for a security check. So he may as well be in it from the start.
Right, sir.
Dr. Turgenev, sir.
Ah, come in, Dr. Turgenev.
Thank you.
This is Captain Foster.
Hello.
And Mr. Bellman.
Doctor.
Sir?
Please sit down. Professor, just why are you asking for asylum here?
My reasons are quite simple, sir. I want to stay here and make England my home.
That may be. But things aren't quite as easy as you seem to think. We can't take everybody just because they want to come. There's got to be some good reason. And so far, you haven't given one. You seem to be highly thought of by your own people. What makes you want to leave them?
Well, for some time past, I've been worried by doubts and difficulties of conscience in connection with the work I've been doing for my government.
What work?
You'd not understand. It's very technical.
Dr. Turgenev has been doing a lot of research into the acceleration of neutron rays, sir.
But how... It was supposed to be secret.
Yes, sir. That's why we thought we'd better know something about it.
But...
We've known about you and about the work you're doing for quite a long time, sir.
You surprised me very much. I had no idea it was so important.
Your ambassador seems to think you are. He wants you back.
That's because my experiments are not yet complete. They want me to continue the research until I find the final answer. But now they want to put my work to the wrong use.
And you were surprised?
In the beginning, when I made the first breakthrough, I made it clear that the results should have only good and peaceful application. A great new source of power that could revolutionize industry. They promised me. But now they wish to develop other uses that could lead to appalling catastrophe.
Then why didn't you refuse to go on?
But I have. That's why I'm sitting here now. Everything I know about physics was taught me here at Cambridge, where I took my degrees. If you would let me continue my work here for peaceful purposes, I should only be repaying what was given me as a student.
That's fair enough. But I'm not sure that there's anywhere here at the moment where you could fit in.
Dr. Pembury is doing basic research into beta particle absorption with his synaptic electronics group at your Barfield nuclear establishment. I believe I could help him.
Barfield? You know what's going on there?
Yes. Is that too a secret? I do know that they have certain problems that I could help them with because of my own work in that field. And similarly, Dr. Pembury's work on particles could well shorten the time for the completion of my own experiments with the neutron ray. We have something for each other. If your government is willing to let me work there.
Well, I must have a word with the Ministry of Science and see what they think. Meanwhile, you're going to have to remain in custody.
Yes.
Principally for your own protection. I'll pass you over to Captain Foster here. He'll take care of you.
Thank you, sir. I am very grateful.
Like to come with me, Dr. Turgenev?
Thank you.
I better have a word with the Ministry of Science. Who's responsible for Barfield there?
Mr. Richard Horton, sir.
Turgenev? You mean Boris Turgenev? Yes, of course I know. No, I've never met him, but everyone's read his nuclear works. Yes, a great scientist. You say he's here in England? How interesting. Yes, of course, of course. Yes, I'd be glad to come up next week. Very well, then. Yes. Yes, Wednesday next to the ministry. Yes.
What do you think, Foster? Pembury's a bit worried about him as a security risk.
We've had a file on him for over a year, sir. And during the past week, we've done a very thorough additional check. I'd say he was a perfectly genuine case. We're doing a lot of very hush-hush things down at Barfield, you know. And he's worked for the other side up to now, hasn't he? Yes, but he's not really one of their nationals, you know. Not by birth, that is. Only by sort of a takeover bid after the war. He was born in Montisha, with a Polish father and a German mother. I'd say his only loyalty was to pure science. Well, if you're satisfied, good enough. So far as his work is concerned, naturally, we'd be glad to have him with us, particularly on his own subject, which we know very little about at the moment.
Fine, then have him down there, Pembury, and let him play with this neutron ray thing to his heart's content. When that's in our pocket, we'll really have something.
All right, let's have him in, shall we? Ask Dr. Turgenev to come in, will you?
Yes, sir.
Do you know him, Pembury?
No, we've never met. I've read all his published stuff, of course, and down at Barfield, we're using his nuclear coefficient tables all the time.
Dr. Turgenev.
Ah, now, Professor, I'd like you to meet Mr. Richard Horton of the Ministry of Science.
Good afternoon, sir.
And this is Dr. Pembury, head of our Barfield establishment.
Dr. Pembury, it is a very great pleasure for me.
Nice to meet you at last.
You said there might be some news, sir. Have you had any decision yet?
I'm glad to be able to tell you that your prayer for asylum has been granted, and you are now at full liberty to stay in this country.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And my work?
You're going to join Dr. Pembury's staff at Barfield.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to you all.
What about this man Barrett, sir? Do you think he could have been responsible for the recent leakages?
I can't imagine it. After all, you people at MI5 screen every employee before engagement. Anyway, here's his personal file. Perhaps you'd like to have a look at it.
So the fact remains that there have been leakages from Barfield. Suddenly, Barrett's found dead, drowned in the river nearby. No witnesses. No apparent reasons for his death. What did the inquest reveal?
Nothing at all. The verdict was found drowned.
Did you tell the police about the missing papers?
No, your people told me not to.
Well, if Barrett wasn't the culprit, someone in this establishment certainly is. That's what we've got to find out. My chief would like me to take over for a while, sir. In Barrett's place as the new security officer.
I see.
If you agree.
Yes, certainly.
Let your people think I've just been appointed in the usual way.
Take my advice, you'll regard everyone you meet down here as a potential enemy until you're certain they're not. And then go on suspecting them.
I've had a lot of practice at that.
Right, sir? We're all very pleased to have you join us, Turgenev. And now I'd like you to meet the people you'll be having most contact with while you're here. This is Dr. Morell, our chief mathematician, Dr. Mary Morell.
How do you do?
She's got a staff of girls running a 289 computer, so take her any problems you may get.
Oh, thank you.
And this is Richard Coleman. You'll be wanting to talk to him about the electronics part of your work.
Glad to help any time. You do?
That's Dr. Asafu and Tom Masters. I've asked them over to meet you because they'll be your only neighbors in the high security block where we've given you your own lab.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Turgenev.
Glad you're coming over to work in the leper colony. Old Asafou and myself have almost run out of conversation. We even have to work sometimes nowadays.
I'm looking forward to joining you.
Now I want you to meet Mr. Baxter.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
He's chief of security here. He'll be giving you a pass and the keys to the various security doors you'll be using. Ah, Leela. I want to meet Dr. Turgenev. This is Leela Telford. She's going to be your assistant.
Oh. How do you do, Miss Telford?
Hello.
I really don't need an assistant, you know. I can manage on my own. I'm sure Miss Telford has more important things to do.
Oh, nonsense, my dear chap. Leela's been getting your lab ready for you for the past week.
Actually, I'm not used to working with a lady assistant. The work I'm doing is highly complicated and difficult. I don't want to waste time teaching a girl how to do it.
I think somebody ought to tell you, Dr. Turgenev, that Leela has a first-class honors degree. She probably knows nearly as much as you do about nutrient separation. You'll excuse me. I have a lot of work to do.
And so have I, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, well, I'm sure we all have. And Dr. Turgenev will want to have a look round. I'm going to start calling you Boris. We all use Christian names around here. Richard, why don't you and Baxter show him where he's going to live? It's apartment 17 in the residential block.
Certainly.
And then he'd like to see his lab, I expect.
Thank you.
Let's go, shall we?
After you.
Thank you.
He's a bit touchy, isn't he? Do you think you ought to take that girl off his neck and give him another assistant? No, she's the best person I've got in his line of country. The only one, in fact. Oh, no, you'll like her. Didn't exactly look like love at first sight to me. Now, don't worry. In a couple of days, she'll have him eating out of her hand. Yes. Well, let's hope he doesn't bite it off, eh?
Well, this is it. Hope there's everything you want. Here's your key.
Well, thank you.
The bedroom's through there. There's a small kitchen here.
Yes, I'm sure I shall be very comfortable.
I'm on the floor above. Come up any time if you want anything.
Thank you very much.
I'll introduce you round in the restaurant at lunchtime. They're a good crowd. And I'll see that you're made a member of the staff club. That's somewhere to go in the evenings.
Thank you. I shall probably work most evenings.
Sounds as if our Leela's going to be out of circulation.
So far as I'm concerned, Miss Telford can circulate as much as she likes. I really don't want her. I don't like working with women. They chatter and slow you down.
And Leela won't. You'll find she's ahead of you most of the time.
Oh?
Oh, don't be afraid that she'll get into your hair. She won't, I assure you. Her work's absolutely first class.
Why don't you take her on?
I'd like to. I'm hoping to marry her one of these days.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure she's a charming girl.
It's all right, it's all right, not to worry. Well, I expect you'd like to see your lab and the equipment we've got, wouldn't you? Hey, you better take over now. They're not very keen on peasants like me wandering around in the high security building.
Oh, really?
Oh, everyone's got spy mania since we had a lot of leakages a few weeks ago. That's why they've put all the top secret stuff into one building under strict lock and key.
Makes life easier for me.
But Tom Masters put up a notice over the main doors the other day. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Didn't go down very well with the old man, did it?
This will be your office. Miss Telford can order anything you especially want.
Thank you.
The lab's through here. Hello, Leela. Just showing Dr. Turgenev where he's going to work.
I've put in all the small electronic equipment you're likely to need. The big particle accelerator is in another building. We have to make bookings for time on it in advance.
Good, and let us make a permanent booking for an hour every day.
Yes, I've already done that.
Yeah. Thank you. In my last laboratory, I had a diastatic attenuator.
If you really want one, Dr. Turgenev, I can requisition for it. I didn't have one installed because I thought that you could use a polarized quartz condenser in the second phase of the Meyerhoff tube, and you'd get the same result, but with less trouble.
Maybe that's the way you'd go about it, Miss Chelford, but I prefer my own methods. Get me an attenuator, please.
All right.
Thought I heard somebody moving about. You're settling in, I see. We're just along the passage, second door. Drop in sometime.
Thanks.
Be nice to hear the patter of little feet again. Leela, got some cigarettes? We've run out. What's Foster doing around here? Something else been pinched?
Captain Foster came with me.
VIP treatment, eh? Thought perhaps he'd come to start off the new Spy of the Month campaign.
Spy?
Place is swarming with them, old boy. No lab complete without one. Take my advice.
Yeah?
Don't do any work at all. That way there's nothing for him to pinch. See you all in church.
Why does everyone talk about spies? Is it a joke?
It's nothing, really. During the last few months, one or two papers have got mislaid. You know how these things get magnified. I shouldn't worry about it. Well, I'll be off. Leave you both to it. See you at lunch. Leela will show you the way.
Thank you. All the same, Miss Telford, I want our papers locked up every night.
I always do. Do you want to start work this morning?
Yes. You better come into the office and I try to explain to you what I'm doing. Then later I want to run some equipment tests.
I already have.
Yes, but I'd like to do them myself.
Who's your friend?
That's the new bit of dynamite out of the computer room I was telling you about. Did you see that walk? She's got her own built-in oscillator.
Quite a dish.
Yeah, didn't I say so? Mathematics may be dull, old boy, but I'd sure like to do some vulgar fractions with her.
Don't tell me we've got a new funny story.
Hello, Leela. Tom's found a new girl in the computer room. He wants to invite her up to see his logarithms.
I'd better warn her. Tom, why don't you get married and settle down?
Can't be done, old girl. Who'd look after Asafu's guinea pigs if I do, eh? Anyway, I've already promised. Little rhesus monkey up there that's madly in love with me, you know. Oh, she'd pine away if I so much as looked at another female.
What are you going to have? You haven't been down here for about a week. Where have you been hiding in the evenings?
We've been working. Dry sherry, please, Harry.
You can overdo this hard work, Lark, you know. Kills horses in the end, they tell me. That's why I avoid it whenever possible.
Obviously, I shall have to talk to this girl like a father. Excuse us, Tom. Now, come and sit down and explain your absence. I've always wanted to talk to a famous scientist.
He was due back at 8 o'clock. Of course, he never turned up.
Well, whose reputation are we tearing to shreds tonight, eh?
We're talking about my predecessor, Barrett.
Poor old Barrett, eh? Nice chap, you'd have liked him. Managed to pint up drunk with him in this very bar.
Dr. Morel was just saying that she was the last person to see him on the day he died.
She wasn't, you know. But it was little me.
But, Tom, I passed him on the stairs. He said he'd be back in about an hour.
Maybe, but as I was coming from our lab, he was just coming out of the door of this building just as I got here. I said cheerio. He got on his bike and pedaled off.
There was no mention of a bicycle at the inquest.
But he asked me. Anyway, I'm not one to stick my neck out. Wouldn't have done poor old Barrett any good if I had done, would it? Once you've been murdered, you're dead. Aren't you?
Murdered?
Well, you don't believe all this accidental drowning nonsense, do you? You could swim like a fish. Oh, I used to go down to the river with him on Saturday afternoons.
Well, I think you should have reported all this.
Well, I can't prove anything.
Tom, I think you've been reading too many crime stories. You're looking for thrills where there aren't any.
Well, then where's the bike, huh? You find that bicycle and I'll take it all back.
Yes. Where's the bicycle?
So you think our Boris isn't such a monster after all, eh?
Well, we haven't had any fights, if that's what you mean. I think it rather surprises him that I understand what he's talking about in the lab.
And what does he talk about?
Only work. All the time.
Bit of a bore?
No. No, I think he's on the brink of a really great discovery. And it's very exciting working with him on it.
And not falling in love with him, are you, Leela?
No, of course not. 10 days ago, I was ready to hate him. Now I think he's just the greatest nuclear scientist I've ever worked with. That's all. He never notices me as a female.
I don't believe it.
No, you needn't worry. The moment I talk to him as a real person, he shuts up like a clam. I wonder why that is.
Ask him yourself. Here he comes.
Hello, do you mind if I join you?
Yeah, of course. Let me get you a drink.
Thank you very much.
We don't see much of you down here.
No, I'm afraid we've been working most evenings, haven't we, Leela? Do you have vodka?
Certainly, sir.
A small glass, please. Actually, I feel rather guilty at keeping her from her friends like this. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I think she likes it.
I can hardly imagine that. It must be very dull for a pretty girl like you.
Oh, no, it's not dull, not at all. It's very exciting, really. The thing about neutrons is you never know what they're going to do next.
Ah, but we shall know by the time we're finished, shan't we, Leela?
I hope so, Boris.
Thank you. I drink to you both. In my country, we say happiness and many children.
Have you any children, Boris?
No.
Just a wife?
Alas, not even that. Sounds silly, but I never had time.
Doesn't take time.
You see, one-track mind. Women can never think of anything else.
But you mustn't say that, Richard. Leela's not just a woman. She's a scientist.
Am I?
Am I interrupting?
Oh, hello, sir. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you, Richard. I only looked in to see if Boris was here. I'm not staying. My wife and I are having a few people in for drinks tomorrow night, Boris. We'd like you to come if you can.
Thank you very much.
You too, Leela and Richard, if you can manage it. Paul Skelton will be there, and Mary's coming.
That's very kind. I'd like to.
Thank you.
How's the work going? Is Leela helping you all right?
She is a very good girl. Doesn't even complain when I work her too hard. Made a lot of progress with the job already.
Good. Well, let me know if I can do anything to help. See you all tomorrow night, eh?
We're very great enemies at that time.
Yes, I'd like to discuss it with you now, Boris.
Mr. Skelton.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. I'm so sorry I met Mrs. Bembry. Hello, Leela.
Hello.
Hello, Richard. I had to go up to town. I've only just got back.
And you'll need a drink.
Thank you.
I think you know everybody.
Hello.
Oh, no, you don't. This is Dr. Turgenev. He's just joined us up at Barfield. Boris, I'd like you to meet Paul Skelton.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Let me take that. Paul's our local landowner. You must take a look at Ridgely Hall sometime. It's a fine old house. Goes back to George II, I believe.
It does not, you know. It goes back to the county council when I finished with it. I've only rented it for a year. So don't be taken in by any of this Lord of the Manor nonsense of old Pembury's. I wouldn't recognize a squire if I saw one.
Anyway, he's been a godsend to us all up at Barfield. Without his hospitality, we'd have died of boredom.
Not at all. As a lonely bachelor, it's I who ought to be grateful. Quite a mutual admiration society, aren't we?
Actually, though, the social side of an isolated place like the lab is a bit of a problem. People get tired of seeing the same old faces every day. It's one of our occupational diseases.
I don't think I'm likely to catch it, though. I like to work most evenings. And when I do want to relax, I'm perfectly happy with my chessboard.
What, are you a chess player?
It's my greatest vice, I'm afraid.
That's marvelous news. I've been longing for the chance to have a game ever since I've been here. I even tried to teach Mary the game, but she wouldn't learn.
Chess? Merely a set of predictable mathematical combinations. Process the data into any electronic computer, it'll beat you every time.
These cynics don't understand, do they, Turgenev? When are you and I going to have a game?
Well, any time. I'd be delighted.
Good. Well, I'm giving a little dinner party on Saturday, so you must come too. You'll know everybody there, won't you, Pembury?
Yes, indeed.
Then afterwards, we'll leave these vandals to settle to their bridge, while you and I go off and get down to really serious matters.
I'd like to, thanks.
Still negative.
When are you going to give us some positive results, eh, Virginia?
For a lady rabbit, you seem singularly uninterested in sex.
Hope I'm not disturbing you.
We're already disturbed. Virginia's refusing to have any radioactive babies. What can we do for you?
I've been looking through the reports on the information leakages from Barfield a few weeks ago. It seems some papers were taken from here.
Well, that's right. What you don't know is, last week we found out some of our figures were wrong, so the information wasn't any use to them. Anyone following that little recipe will be dead by now. Serve them right, too.
Who'd have keys to this room?
Tom and I each have one.
Don't look at us. We don't belong to the spies union, so we haven't got tickets for that sort of work.
And there's one kept for emergency in the security office, as you know.
Ah, so Barrett had a key.
That's right, but he never came up here. Neither does Dr. Pembury, and I believe he's got one, too.
Seem to be a hell of a lot of keys floating around.
We've got to find something for the security officer to do. Found that bike yet?
No, waiting for you to tell us where you put it.
Now, as if I'd let on about a thing like that.
Leave me, Dr. Turgenev. You're giving me a lucky escape. Whenever I play cards with these mathematical experts, they win all my money.
That's because you always forget to play trumps, Paul. I'm tired of telling you.
I'm afraid where bridge is concerned, Mary's a bit of a martinet.
Well, if I want to do something, I believe in doing it well.
And suppose we start doing it, eh?
Love it.
I know these two are dying to get to their chessboard.
You sure you don't mind if we leave you? Help yourself to the drinks. We'll be in my study. Got a very nice Chinese ivory set. I think you'll like it. Well, I've been looking forward to this.
Me too. It's nice pieces.
Yes, the set used to belong to Alekhine.
Then we must make only master moves.
Your opening moves have been very good, Turgenev. If I hadn't known that you were being sent to Barfield, I should have believed in you completely.
It wasn't difficult. Once I asked for asylum, getting sent to Barfield was the only problem, until I convinced them.
Well, I'm glad you did. I should hate to think that I'd spent 6 months working up goodwill here, all for nothing.
Well, you don't seem to have wasted your time. There's quite a security fuss going on up there over the information you've taken so far.
Yes, but none of it was very useful. Our man there couldn't get the stuff that we really wanted. That's why he's been withdrawn.
Withdrawn? Or disposed of?
How do you mean, disposed of?
Some players believe in sacrificing a pawn when it's no more use and in the way. There was a man drowned up there. They're wondering about it.
Never kill anyone. Unless you have to. It adds complications. Did everything go smoothly in London?
Just as planned. Petrov was very good at the airport.
Yes. Well, we thought they'd expect us to do something.
Now that I'm here, what's the next move?
We'd like some more information on the G27 project.
That's Asafuz.
That's right.
I suppose you know he's a top security subject.
So are you.
Well, I see what I can do.
We should like it soon.
And how do you get it out of the country?
That's my business. Yours is getting it.
Don't you trust me?
I don't trust anyone. Because that adds complications, too.
Check. And mate in 3. No, it's not good, Leela. We're still getting proton interference. We have to get a new discharge tube and try again this evening. If you don't mind working on.
Did you have a good time at the hall last night?
Yes, I enjoyed it. Skelton seems a very nice chap.
Yes, he is, isn't he? We all go up there quite a lot. It's nice to get away from this place sometimes.
Does he ever come down here?
Sometimes drops in to see Dr. Pembury. But I'm afraid he's not very interested in physics.
Wise man.
Tom Masters once convinced him that a synchrotron was a new kind of musical instrument. Poor man believed him.
Tom's a very amusing person. How are he and Asafu getting on with G27?
All right, I think.
You got the final result yet?
I wouldn't know. Theirs is a top-secret project like ours. Shall I take these figures over to the computer? We'll need a new rate of fission if we're going to do them again tonight.
Yes, would you?
Where are you off to in such a hurry?
I'm going to the computer. Why?
I thought you might be going to my room. Say you were sorry.
Sorry? For what?
For getting your old friends.
I've been working late. You know that.
You weren't working late last night. He went up to Ridgely Hall.
Yes, but I took advantage of the evening to wash my hair. A girl has to do that sometimes, you know.
I hope he appreciated it when he came in this morning.
Oh, Richard, don't be so silly. Boris is only somebody I work with, that's all.
All right, then prove it. Come out with me this evening. Let's go and have dinner at that little place in Aylesbury, like we used to.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't. Boris has just asked me to work over again.
Well, that's easy. Tell him you've got another engagement.
No, you don't understand.
I think I do.
I'm sorry. Some other evening. Soon. I really will. Now I must go. Boris is waiting for these figures.
Bring to me only with thine eyes, and I will pledge with the mind.
Hello, Boris. Come in.
Hello, Boris.
Am I interrupting the concert?
They like a bit of good music now and again. Reminds them of the jungle.
What a little zoo you've got here.
Oh, my, they don't bite you. They've all had isotope radiation.
We're looking for possible mutation side effects.
Getting good results?
Well, yes and no. It's a long business.
Actually, that's what I came to ask you about. You know that I'm working on neutron acceleration. I wondered if I could have a look at your notes on discharge fields.
Yes, of course. Where are they, Tom? You were using them yesterday.
Oh, yes, I left them over here. Probably in the cabinet.
Don't you bother with locks. Leela keeps everything in our room behind bolts and bars. I often wonder what I should do if she went off for the day.
Oh, why bother? Anybody gets this far, a tuppenny halfpenny lock's not going to stop him, is it? Ah, here we are. Help yourself.
Thank you.
I thought I'd better come and tell you right away, sir. Put your mind at rest about the dangers of any more leakages from here. There's definite proof now. Barrett was the agent, all right. No doubt about it.
You're quite sure it was Barrett?
Yes, quite sure, sir. As you know, I've been going through all his things with a fine-tooth comb. This morning, I started taking up the floorboards in his old apartment. Underneath the bedroom cupboard, I found 2 cameras and complete equipment for making microdot photographs.
Well, that solves one mystery. Funny about his death, Baxter. Do you think it was accidental?
I really don't know, sir. In a way, I hope it wasn't, because I've still got to find whoever it was he was passing the stuff to.
But you think Barfield's now in the clear?
Well, you've had no more leakages since, have you? And they wouldn't have more than one agent in a place as small as this.
Well, I must say it's reassuring to know that the rest of the staff is free of suspicion. Let's hope your people are a bit more careful in future who they send here. 79.
Yes?
81.
Right.
80.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Leela, we'll leave it at that. Let's pack up now. We can check the figures in the morning. Good Lord, look at the time. I had no idea it was so late. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But it's not. What about your dinner? The restaurant will be closed.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. I can boil myself an egg.
You certainly won't. Besides, I'm hungry, too.
Let's go down to the George in the village. They do suppers, don't they?
Like this?
You always look very pretty to me.
Well, I'll just put some lipstick on then.
My father was killed in the war. And then, a few months later, my mother lost her life in an air raid. I went to live with an old aunt. She gave me the money to come over here and continue my studies at Cambridge. I took my first degree there. And that's how it all began. Rather dull. I'm sure you've had a much more exciting life.
Oh, no, not really. My first job after getting my degree was in the research labs of a company making electric milking machines. Not very romantic, really. My contribution to science, a few more contented cows.
Before you could say ninepence, she'd slapped me face and slammed the door.
Working late, eh?
No, this was an office hours, old boy.
Take a look in the restaurant.
Leela and Boris.
Yes, they're working late, as you can see.
Looks like they're having supper to me.
Oh, no. Leela's too busy to have supper tonight. I asked her myself. Much too busy. Dear Boris has got an experiment to do. Looks highly successful, too.
Then this job came along, and here I am at Barfield.
Where you met Richard?
Yes, where I met Richard.
He tells me he wants to marry you.
I know he does.
He's a good chap. You like him, don't you?
Yes, I suppose I do.
Why don't you get out of all this? Get married, give yourself a chance of happiness.
Why the hell did she have to lie to me? Come on, Tom, let's get out of here.
Don't you ever get homesick?
No. I want this to be my home now.
Boris, I've been wanting to ask you, why did you leave such a good position at Zagreb?
Because I didn't want my work to be used for killing people. All my family were killed because scientists like me worked for death. I wanted to make life better for the human race, not worse.
I've been worrying about the work we do at Barfield. People like Richard and Tom and even Asafu, they don't seem to care. To them, it's all pure science. Do you think they're right?
Every man must live his life as he sees it, Leela.
So this is where you get to.
Oh, hello, Paul. We've been working late.
The poor girl was dying of hunger, so we came down here to save her life.
Oh, you were the one who was hungry.
Obviously, he's been working you too hard, Leela. Can't have you fading away. You know, I'm a firm believer in the theory of all work and no play. Look, why don't you take an evening off and come up to the hall for dinner one night this week? What about you, Boris? When are we going to have another game of chess? The chessmen have been set out for days. I've been expecting you.
They've been very busy. Actually, I was going to call you this week.
Good. We'll play again tomorrow night. I shall look forward to it. And I'll ring Pembury and fix up a little dinner party for the weekend, Leela.
You're very kind.
Not at all. I'm just an old bachelor who can't resist a pretty face.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. It's been a lovely evening. I've really enjoyed myself.
Me too. We must go down there again sometime. Maybe Skelton was right about all work and no play.
Could I make you a coffee?
No thanks, Leela. You're tired and I mustn't keep you up any longer. No, I think I'll just go over to the club and buy some cigarettes and then I'll turn in myself.
Well, good night, Boris.
Good night.
Oh, hello, Dr. Turgenev. Couldn't see who it was for a moment. You're working late tonight?
No, I'm not staying. Just going up to my room to get some papers I forgot.
Ah, well. Good night, sir.
Good night.
You looking for somebody?
What's upset you this morning? I've come to ask you a little favor.
I guessed it wasn't a social visit. What can I do for you?
You know you've booked 2 hours on the accelerator this afternoon. Will you be needing it all the time, or do you think we could have half an hour of your booking? Boris wants to run some tests.
Why should I? Damn foreigner comes over here, he thinks he owns the place. Let him work late tonight and do it then.
All right. What is the matter with you, Richard? You're not usually so difficult.
I'm not being difficult. I'm sick of Turgenev thinking he can take anything just because he wants it. He's not the only big shot with honors degrees around this place, you know. Nobody else here pulls their rank to get what they want.
Richard, Boris isn't like that. You know he isn't. He's very considerate. He even took me out to supper last night.
Oh, no, you must be mistaken. You worked late last night. I asked you to come out. You said you were too busy, remember?
Yes. We did work late last night. And afterwards he took me to the George because I'd missed my dinner.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Very much, as a matter of fact. He's quite different when he's not working.
I'm sure he is.
There's no need to be rude. He was really rather sweet. Told me all about his early life. Even gave me some fatherly advice about you.
Me? I wish he'd mind his own business.
He thinks I should leave Barfield and marry you.
What?
But of course he's only a damned foreigner who doesn't know what he's talking about. Excuse me.
What did you say?
Why don't you ask him?
Leela? Leela? You can have the accelerator this afternoon.
Thanks.
Tom?
Yeah?
Did you come back here last night?
No. I'm in a pub crawl with Richard. Why?
Somebody's been to these files.
How do you know? Something missing?
No, I don't think so. But the Time Cycle papers have been taken out and put back again upside down.
I might have done that. You know me.
No. I was using them late yesterday after you'd gone. And I know how I put them back. I've got a tidy mind, as you're always telling me.
Well, do you think we ought to report it?
I don't know.
A hell of a row about not locking things up if you do. You might have put them back like that.
Yes, maybe. But I hope all this business isn't starting up again.
This is the latest on G27. It's not complete. Asaful's not a very fast worker.
Neither are you, Boris. I expected that last week. They've been pressing me for it.
Well, I can't afford to take chances. They know that perfectly well. I've got to work in my own way.
They're pressing me, that's all. I don't like that.
Well, if you tell me who your contacts are, I'll go to them and explain.
No, that won't be necessary. No one expects you to do more than your best.
This is nice.
Boris, I'm sorry to come at this hour, but I simply can't wait till the morning. There's something I've got to show you.
But of course. Come sit down. Make yourself comfortable while I get you a drink.
I tried to get you for half an hour.
I've been playing chess with Paul Skelton. We had a very good game. What will you have?
Oh, nothing, thank you. Boris, I think I've done it.
Done what, Leela?
The neutron discharge rate. I think I found a way of keeping it absolutely constant during the acceleration period.
Nina, this is wonderful. If it's true, you've made a real breakthrough.
It's here. You know, we've always disregarded mesons as a byproduct of neutron disintegration. Suppose you pass the mesons through a magnetic field.
Yes. Oh, yes. You should keep them quiet for a while. That contains all the workings on the neutron project. Right up to date, including the new formula. How long are you going to keep it?
Not long. Just as long as it takes to get it all photographed. There's nothing to worry about.
I've got to get the file back before Leela gets there in the morning, so it better be tonight.
Get this lot done right away, will you? And Barnes, be very careful.
Very good, sir.
As quickly as you can, please.
Yes, sir.
I hope this delivery is better than the last one.
Oh, why?
They say it didn't advance matters at all.
That's Asafuz. I didn't examine it.
You're sure that Leela won't go to the files tonight?
No, I fixed that. She's out with Coleman for the evening.
Time for another one, Richard?
Thanks, Tom. We're off.
Ah, here comes my little Nobel Prize winner. What do you have to drink, darling?
No, not now, thank you, Tom. Richard, I must talk to you for a moment.
Excuse us. Consultation.
Suppose I'll have to drink alone. Harry? Yes, sir? Fill that up, will you?
Something the matter?
You know, Boris and I made a breakthrough the other day.
I know you did, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's gone. Somebody's taken the file.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I know exactly where I put it. I left my glasses on the file, and now it's gone.
I expect Boris has got it.
No, he never goes to the files. He always gets me to fetch the papers. He doesn't even know where I keep them.
All the same, I should ask him.
I can't. He's gone to play chess with Paul Skelton. I'll have to go to security and Dr. Pembry.
Oh, look, darling, don't you think you'd better wait until you've seen Turgenev? You're going to look pretty silly if you go reporting stolen papers and it turns out that he's got them all the time.
Richard, I don't think you realize how important those papers are. I must do something about it.
Relax, darling. 10 to 1 Boris has taken them home with him.
Why would he do that when he's gone to play chess? I'm going over to Ridgely Hall to see him. I'll be less than half an hour. We'll be in time for the movie.
He's a hell of a time taking that photograph.
Do stop worrying. Oh, here he is now. Come in.
There's a Miss Telford here, sir, asking to see Dr. Turgenev.
Miss Telford, ask her to come in.
Miss Telford.
Leela, this is a pleasant surprise. You're just in time to see your boss well and truly beaten.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Paul, but there's something I've simply got to ask Boris.
Oh, of course, go ahead. Meantime, I'll get you a drink. Sherry?
Oh, no, thanks.
What is it, Leela? Has anything gone wrong?
Boris, I went to the files this evening. I can't find the neutron stabilization file. Have you got it?
No, I haven't. I thought you locked them all away, Leela.
I did, but when I went back for my glasses, I left them in the cabinet with the file. It had gone.
Wait for me a few minutes. I come back and we have a look.
No, there's no need. I've looked and it's not there. I'll have to go and report it.
Wait a minute, Leela. I come with you and we go to Dr. Pembry together.
This is urgent, Boris.
It's all ready, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were engaged.
That's all right, Barnes. Thank you. This is that collection of old chess problems I promised to lend you, Boris. I'll put it in your briefcase. Sorry to hear you've mislaid something, Leela. Hope it isn't anything important. Well, never mind. We'll just finish off this game. We're right at the end. Then Boris can go back with you and you can sort it all out. Meantime, I'll get you that drink.
Oh, no, thank you. No, I don't want it.
Nonsense, my dear girl. I insist. You must need a drink, I'm sure. After all the trouble you've taken coming up here. One sherry.
Thank you.
There we are. Now, if you'll just drink to my success, my victory will be assured.
Good luck.
get this finished. See, whose move is it?
Yours, I think. Did you have to do that?
She recognized the file.
Yes, I know she did.
Well, then.
How long does this last?
One tablet. Oh, about 3 hours. I gave her one tablet.
And then what?
Well, then she'll have to be disposed of.
Paul, you once told me, never kill anyone. It adds complications, you said.
I believe I also said, unless you have to. This comes under that heading, we have to.
Now, wouldn't you consider a body in the library one of the complications you were speaking of? It has to be got rid of, you know.
Are you suggesting we say we're sorry and tell her to go? Well, let's move her into the study. The maid won't come in there.
It's over an hour and a half since she went up to Skelton's house to find Turgenev. It isn't that far. Well, why isn't she back?
Maybe she's seen Turgenev and everything's okay. Stayed on for a meal, perhaps. She's quite friendly with Skelton, isn't she?
She wouldn't have done that without phoning me. We were going to the cinema together.
Maybe she's had an accident.
Then we would have heard by now. It's a main road. Now, I tell you, there's something funny going on. I thought Leela was getting het up unnecessarily about that fire, but... Oh, no, I don't know. Now, I've never trusted Turgenev.
Suppose she was found tomorrow morning in her car, somewhere between here and the coast, her neck broken and the car wrecked against a tree. Her handbag will be stuffed with stolen documents. They'll think she was running away when she had the accident. There'll be a hush-hush inquest, and one more foreign agent will be quietly buried at no expense to us.
No, Paul. No killing.
Then what do you suggest?
She can't be certain that it was the missing file she saw. Why can't I get it back there? Put it in a different place. If I go now, how long did you say this pill will last?
Another 2 hours, maybe 3.
That gives me time. If I go at once.
Wait here. If we're not out in 5 minutes, come in.
Get back as quickly as you can.
Half an hour.
Mr. Baxter and Mr. Coleman, sir, from Barfield.
Hello, Richard. Good evening, Mr. Baxter.
Good evening.
You both look very serious. Anything wrong?
We hope not. We wanted to see Miss Telford.
She came up here to see Boris.
Well, in that case, she certainly didn't arrive. No one has been up here this evening, except Dr. Turgenev.
What does she want me for?
She found some of your papers were missing.
What papers?
I don't know. It was important enough for her to talk about reporting it.
In that case, I'd better come back with you and make a check.
Well, I'm sorry you've had this journey for nothing. At least let me get you a drink.
No, thank you, sir.
Oh, Richard.
No,
I'm sure you won't change your mind in a drink. Very old Napoleon brandy. Really wastes the chance.
No, thank you, sir. We'd better go back.
I'd like a cigarette, though, Paul.
Yes, of course. There's a box on the table. Help yourself, my dear chap.
Oh, dear, plain ones. I only smoke tipped. Have you got one, Boris?
No, I'm sorry. I've only got plain myself.
Then perhaps you'd both like to explain this. It's Leela's brand, Mariner. What's it doing here?
Don't know what you're talking about, Richard. I've already told you Leela hasn't been here. I expect that cigarette was left by my bank manager. He was up here this afternoon.
Yes? Funny shade of lipstick he uses. She's here, all right, somewhere.
I'm sorry, Mr. Skelton. I'm going to have to search this house.
You're not, you know. I'm not going to have you tramping all over my property. If you want to search this place, you'll need police and a search warrant.
I don't need a warrant. I'm an MI5 officer acting under the Official Secrets Act.
What have you done with her?
Where is she, Skelton?
Rich, they've got the papers.
You didn't come back, sir. And the butler tried to stop us getting in.
Good man. Take Mr. Skelton now you're here. He's coming back to Barfield to do some explaining. You too, Dr. Turgenev, if you are a real doctor.
Oh, yes, he's a doctor, all right. He's trying to make the world a better place for humanity, aren't you, Boris? Trying to stop wars and killing and hatred. All the time.
Is this the missing file?
Yes, this is it.
Come on, Turgenev.
This is strange. 20 years. It's a lifetime.
You needn't be concerned for that double-crossing son, sir.
I don't understand. Why did he alter the formula? Why?
Possibly he thought he could sell it to a higher bidder. Who knows?
Why didn't they say something about it at the trial? To reduce the sentence. I told them all about it.
Hey, you sound quite sorry for him.
I am, in a way.
Don't be. He's got just what he deserves. I wonder how he'll like prison life.
Is it permitted to ask where I'm being taken?
You're going before the governor.
Why does he want me?
Better wait and see.
"5065, sir." Hello, Boris.
Well, Foster, I didn't expect you. So soon?
Well, the governor's let me use his office for our little talk. I'm supposed to be questioning you. Top secret stuff. Our problem's been how to get you out of here.
20 years is a long time.
Now, this is what's going to happen. Listen carefully, because I can't repeat this interview. Very shortly, you'll be transferred to an open prison. You'll smuggle a letter out to your contact on the other side, telling him where you are.
And then?
Suggest they help you to escape. All this in code, of course. We'll make it easy for you without making it look like it. And then a big publicity splash about your escape. After you're well away, of course. You'll get a great reception over there when you get back.
Or maybe a firing squad. I suppose I must go back.
Well, you can't very well escape from prison and remain in this country. That's certain. And nobody else can do what you've been doing for us.
My asylum here didn't last very long, did it? All right, I go. Back to the old routine. How's Leela?
She's all right. Getting married soon. To Richard Coleman.
Lucky devil. You know, in one way, I'm sorry he stopped Skelton getting away with that formula.
How so?
Well, if he had got it over to the other side, in the form I gave it to him, they'd have tried it out. And there'd have been a lovely explosion. A nice piece of sabotage gone to waste.
Maybe. But then you'd never be able to go back there. And what about Leela? Skelton might have decided to kill her.
I know. I'd never have let him.
You didn't get struck on her, did you? Romance isn't included in our game, you know, Boris.
I know. Become a spy and see the world. It's such a nice, exclusive, dirty trade.
It wouldn't work, Boris.
Anyway, let her finish my neutron ray job. She can, you know. And it's almost ready. And then you'll have it over here. And she'll get the credit. My wedding present to her. And I wish she could know the truth.
Maybe she will. Maybe I'll tell her one of these days.
Thanks, Foster.
That's all. You can go now, Turgenev.
Yes, sir.